welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be product empties. I have a lot of supplement products that are empty that I'd like to review, and I also have skincare and makeup empties I would also like to share with you. The first half of the video is going to be the supplements. Second half is going to be face skincare. I will, in the description, list the times if you just want to skip through. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, first off, we're going to start off with a company called PE Science. If you don't know them, I found them through KK Fit, the twins. They are Gymshark athletes. They have a code too if you want to use their code to help them out. I had to order them online. I will say I ordered them, and 2 days later they showed up at my door. The fastest shipping out of supplements I've ever received. I also received, they send you a stack of different products they have to see whether or not you like them. Like they sent me protein, they sent me a bunch of different flavors of each thing, they sent me some BCAAs, which was really nice and super cool. I also was super excited that it came so quickly. I threw something on my Instagram and they actually replied and reposted. So this company is amazing, I will say. So let's get into the first one I'm going to talk about is the High Volume. The High Volume is caffeine free. It is stackable, so you can add it with something else if you prefer. Gluten-free, vegan, and keto-friendly. The High Volume focuses around only pump and performance, not energy. So that's why it's stackable. So you can use it with an energy, with a pre-workout, which is cool. That I like that you can add that yourself. This makes it perfect product to wanting to avoid caffeine, and you can also use this to work out before you go to bed. So you're gonna fall asleep and not be worried about sitting up staring at a wall. And then we have the Prolific pre-workout. It offers amazing pump and performance like the High Volume, but this one does contain caffeine. Dialed in focus, ultra powerful pump. I ordered this one in raspberry lemonade and it was delicious, and anything blue I'm going to drink, so I ordered this one in the blue frost. Delicious flavors. They mix well. I was dry scooping though for a while. I'm not a fan of nitty gritty, so I just was like, get it over with real quick. I will say though, wasn't my best pre-workout. Throughout my journey, I've been on this journey for 4 years. I have tried countless pre-workouts, and it did give me laser focus, but I just didn't feel that tingly sensation that I actually enjoy. And I know that comes with if you have a lot of beta alanine, and I'm looking at the back here, and there's not a lot in there. So if you do like pre-workouts, you like delicious taste, you like laser focus, but you don't like the tingly feeling, I would definitely recommend trying these suckers out. Boom, again, that's PE Science. And there's actually a stack. I got these two together because they recommend them together, not just... But if you want to try just High Volume and have your own pre-workout, you can stack them, which is nice. All right, moving on. We're going to talk about Women's Best. Don't get me wrong. Nobody come at me. I have a whole slew of Women's Best. I saw that a lot of Gymshark athletes use Women's Best, are sponsored by Women's Best. So, you know, your girl got to be like, let me try this out. The only thing I liked from them, now mind you, I've tried everything. I've tried the fat burners, tried the protein powders, I've tried aminos, I've tried pre-workout. And by far, out of all the stuff that I've tried, this is before I found something else, but I'll get to that in a second. The pre-workout is hands down the best. Girl, you want to run circles around them boys at the gym? try their pre-workout. It's great. It's awesome. It's great. It is nitty-gritty though. It doesn't dissolve as easily as the other product I'm going to talk about, which is my favorite. But out of everything I've tried, which is a lot, the pre-workout's their best. What I finished off though are BCAA amino acids, and I had Raspberry Rush, and I had Ice Peach Tea. What I was trying to do with the Ice Peach Tea was I'm from Florida, so your girl likes her sweet tea. So I was trying to replace having some tea with caffeine and blah, blah, blah with BCAAs, and I wouldn't recommend that flavor. The Raspberry Rush was cool. I haven't finished it yet, so I'm not bringing it up, but I would mix the raspberry and the blue together and make like a blue raspberry, and that was pretty good. However, in the beginning of my workout, or in the beginning of my weight loss journey, I was pushed into using BCAAs. I was on it for a while. I started noticing I hit a plateau. I started noticing that I didn't feel as lean as I used to, and that's because amino acids fill your muscles up with water. So I had so much water weight. As soon as I dropped my BCAAs, I was at the lowest percent of body fat I've ever been my 30 years of living, literally. Maybe I'll insert a photo. But I have not taken BCAAs now for like a year. I am just, well, I had to finish those off, but I mean, like, I don't go and buy them anymore. I'm just not a fan of BCAAs. I'm sorry, you know, everybody has their own opinion. I just felt like for my body, I just wasn't stoked. I just didn't feel stoked about BCAAs. Like, same with protein powders. I eat enough protein not to take a protein powder. There's other ways you can be consuming what you need for your body rather than a supplement. Just saying. Don't come at me. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go, since we talked about these guys. Okay, we're gonna talk about Alani Nu. You must be living under a rock if you've never heard of Alani Nu. Again, out of all of my pre-workout taste testings, hands down, there will be nothing that competes to this pre-workout. Yes, I'm getting ecstatic right now, and I'm probably shouting at you. I'm sorry, but this is the best pre-workout I've ever tasted, I've ever used, and like I said, I've tried a buttload. I will say though, disclaimer, if you are new, take it easy. This stuff leaves you tingly, itchy, it gives you, for me, I enjoy that. For me, it makes me feel like I am right there with the boys. Like, I know girls can lift too. I lift heavier. There's a trainer at the gym that saw me doing my leg day and was literally shooketh that I do more weight on my leg press than him. Now, I'm not going to say it's all because of this pre-workout and the fact that I carry most of my strength in my legs, but girl. So like I was saying, Alani Nu pre-workout. Hello, camera. Focus on me. Thank you. Okay. Alani Nu pre-workout energy endurance pump. There is a lot of beta alanine. It has 200 milligrams of caffeine. It dissolves effortlessly. You can find it at your local GNC. Like, you don't have to order this online. This isn't a company. It's like, oh, actually, PE Science. I was gonna say, it's like PE Science where you used to have to order it online, but now you can find these two. This one's at GNC, and this one is at SoCal It used to be called NutriShop, but now it's called SoCal Discount Supplements. Okay, next thing is a thermogenic. In the beginning of my weight loss journey, I was recommended to try this bottle. I've had 3 other kinds. This was the better flavor out of all of them, but I just dreaded drinking it. It's not my favorite, and it's not ideal. A thermogenic is basically called a fat burner. It gets rid of the stored fat that you have, and it's supposed to give you energy. It says extreme energy pre-cardio thermogenic, but I did not find it gave me energy at all. Not this one. It didn't dissolve very good. Like I said, I wasn't stoked on this. I am currently have been for the last year and a half taking OxyShred, which is a EHP Lab supplement, and it is another thermogenic. I enjoy that one tenfold over this one. You can you drink it on an empty stomach in the morning, and it replaces your caffeine intake, or your coffee intake, I meant to say, and it lasts me, it subsides my hunger until I need to eat my protein bar at 10 o'clock or a little after that at work, which is nice. And while we're on EHP Labs, I just finished, well, I didn't finish, but just finished. I have another bottle. It's called H2 Drop. It's an anti-bloating diuretic. It's once a day, it's once daily, and it is for women. They also have a men's. I will say that it tells you it's an anti-bloating, detoxifying. It removes excessive water weight. I've been on it for the last week, or I've been retaking it for the last week, and I have noticed less bloating, but I've also cleaned up my eating habits. I've been on a stricter diet, so maybe that's why, like, maybe this is like placebo. I know people are gonna come at me, but the best anti-bloating I've ever tried is Flat Tummy Tea's detoxifying nighttime tea. I know. Your girl, you're going through a journey, and you need to try different things, and you need to try what everybody else is trying just to see what works for you, or if it doesn't work for you, or if it's just a hype. So it's my video. I can talk about what I want to talk about. The nighttime tea is the best tea. I'm not a regular number 2 kind of person, and that made me a regular number 2 person, and it wasn't the number 2 kind of nasties. It was whole, but it's delicious. It definitely reduced the amount of bloat that I had. However, they don't sell it single. So every time you purchase it, you have to purchase it with the morning tea. And I don't like to drink tea in the morning because I use the thermogenic in the morning, and that's just what works best for me. All right, so that's all the supplements. So let's get to skincare now. As you can see, my face, sorry, I was looking in the viewfinder. My skin is, I don't really have a problem with skin right now. I have just a light moisturizer on. I put a little bronzer and highlight on just so the camera catches. But let's start with okay. From the dawn of time, since I've been washing my face as a little girl, I have always been using a wipe, a face wipe. I don't know if that's because I was lazy in my younger years or what, but I was always using a wipe or a Stridex pad or a Clear All pad or a Clearasil pad to clean my skin. I was feeling like I needed to change. Actually, I didn't feel like I needed to change. I received something. I received this whole bottle. This is actually my second whole bottle. In September, I went to a Gymshark event for Whitney Simmons, and in my VIP bag I received Tula. I have been hearing all about Tula all over Instagram. It's definitely a fan favorite of the influencers out there, and it was nice that I got to try something I've never tried before, and I actually fell in love with it. I haven't used since September a face wipe on my skin, not once. What I did was, after I finished my whole big bottle, I went on and they were doing a sale and I could try a bunch of minis, and which was cool because I wanted to try other products. So I got another little mini to go. It's called the Cult Classic Purifying Face Cleanser. This company is cruelty free. This is the blend is called Probiotics and Superfoods, which is blueberry, turmeric, flaxseed, white tea, some kind of root, vitamin A, vitamin C, cha-cha-cha. No, really good for your skin, and I have noticed a huge difference. I then, in my little tray, I also received a 24/7 moisturizer hydrating day and night cleanser, and let me see if I can. For the longest time, I don't think I have it anymore, but for the longest time, for my moisturizer, I always use Olay, the pink one, and the one without sunscreen. My skin does not take well with sunscreen. So again, I'm 30 years old. For my entire life, after I wash my face, before I go to bed, I always put on a moisturizer. And that moisturizer used to be Olay. Original scent. I was picky about that. The pink bottle, not the white one. Ever since I got this little tiny mini as a try, my life has changed. My life has been forever changed. I didn't realize the importance of a day and night cream, or, I turned 30 and I started freaking out. Like, oh my gosh, I'm 30, my skin, I don't want to look like an old hag. When, an old hag, sorry. But I was very concerned. I have noticed my eyes look like little babies. Like, excuse me, can you see any wrinkles or nothing? Like, I used to have crow's feet at 30 years old. I used to have mad dog. Like, you can still see a little bit, but it's not as bad as it used to be. But I have seen a drastic change in my skin, in my elasticity of my skin, and the color of my skin. I have noticed that, I just pinched that, so it's red, but I've noticed I have an even tone now. I loved the baby so much, I ditched my Olay and I bought this giant sucker of 24/7 moisturizing cream. It is not thick, it is thin, it spreads well, you just go dot 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 all over face coverage, and the smell is nice. The smell, I'm not a big scented kind of person. I don't want scents on my face, but it smells like it's working, if that makes any sense. And then in my try, in that little thing, I got a face filler blurring and moisturizing primer. I'm sorry, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. It comes with this little pump on this end, but then when you go to pump it up, I don't think there's a stick in there, so it doesn't come out, so you have to kind of pump it upside down on your skin. Huge flaw. But it is a tinted color. I don't know if you can see all the remnants on there. It's strange. It is a tinted color. It does have a little shine in it, but I feel like it just didn't... It's very loose. It's very watery. So, not my favorite face primer. I did not reorder that. Bye, girl. Okay, the next thing, look at this, squeeze that thing. I wanted every inch. I almost wanted to cut this, but then I was like, I want to save it for my video. It is called So Polished Exfoliating Sugar Scrub. I'm a huge lip exfoliator. Love me some good Lush lip scrubs. I love a lip scrub. My girl, your girl gets chapped all the time. So I love a lip scrub. So I was reading up on the benefits of a face scrub once in a while to relieve your dead skin on your face, to kind of give it like a new glow. So it came in my package and I'm like, oh, that's cool, I'll try it. Now, mind you, I have never tried a scrub before, ever. So when I tried it, my face was wet already from after cleaning my face. I washed my face first and then I scrubbed it, or did I scrub back first? I don't know, but my face was already wet. And I went to put it on, and then all of a sudden, the sugar in there, or the exfoliate, the sugar scrub, that's what it's called. The sugar in there melts away. So then I was like, washing my face with, there was no like exfoliating feeling. I was like, that's really weird, because normally I thought when you exfoliate your face, like it's like sandpaper all over your face for a hot minute. Apparently that is horrible for your skin. If you sit there and scrub, you are damaging your skin so hardcore. So at first I was like, okay, maybe it was the first time I used it, and the second time I used it I was like, maybe I need to use it again, and I wasn't a huge fan. By the 5th time, the way I felt my skin afterwards, the way I looked afterwards, I fell in love with it. I finally realized that it is good. So you put just the tiniest little dot, scrub in that area again. So it automatically dissolves, the exfoliating dissolves, and it smells like I am at a tropical paradise. It just smells so good. It smells like I'm drinking a freaking what's that, a coconut, like something coconutty. I don't even know. I'm not a drinker. I can be, but I'm not. So anyway, I highly recommend Tula. If you've ever been on the fence about trying Tula, try it, please. I have never found something so perfect for my skin ever. And I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but can you close up? Okay, don't say hi to Fred, but yeah, that's because Fred's there because I tried this new thing called Soapbox Eyebrows, where you literally put soap on your eyebrows, and that's why that's there. You know, don't try trends. I'm just kidding. Anyway, okay, we're moving on. Next thing. I've, like I said, I turned 30. I was weary about my skin. I was freaking out, and I didn't know up from down until I was told that I should try a toner. Yes, a toner. Who's a toner? A toner is a gentle exfoliating toner that promises to deliver more brighter and clearer skin. Agree. After I washed my face, put this sucker on. I found that the Glow Tonic from Pixie, this is my 3rd bottle. No, this is my 2nd big bottle, but I bought a bunch of minis. Like I bought like 5 minis because I thought that was the better way to go. Actually, no, I did that because Target didn't have the big one. And so yeah, anyway, you take your exfoliator and a little pad, and then you just wipe it around your face. And you know, surprisingly, I've never used a toner before, but after I wash my face and I use this, like I'll still find dirt on my face. But because I use the toner after, it catches all that before I put on my moisturizer, which I like because I'm not trying to push that dirt into my pores, you know, you feel. Anyway, highly recommend. If anyone knows of a better toner, I'm totally down to try. I did try one from Tarte, sent it back. I ordered off Sephora, so like I went to Sephora and exchanged it. Not a fan. It was horrible. Did not like. It was supposed to be like a tingling toner. Wasn't my favorite. Sent that shit back. And then I know, like, a lot of people take collagen and to grow their nails, their their ears. No, they grow their hair. But I received, because you know I've been on this makeup slash skincare kick since August. I've racked up a lot of points from Sephora and Ulta, but at Sephora I used my points to try this liquid collagen by Genesis. I see this tiny little bottle. The original size bottle is $115. Am I gonna look like a baby when I'm done with that? Like, I love this stuff. The smell was great. It's got these little beads in there. I'm not sure why there's those beads in there, but they break up on your face. I did see a huge difference. It did make a difference. This really did make a difference. Liquid collagen. I guess it says, let's see, it calms the skin down and it tightens and firms your face for a younger, vibrant look. I am trying to possibly save up to get that big ass bottle, but as of a couple weeks ago, I've kind of just, it's not in my routine right now. But I did like it. It smells really good. This bottle is glass. It comes with a little glass container. It's got a little topper. It says this little bottle was 3.7 milliliters, but I found it, like, I used it twice a day, and I think I went through it within like 9 days. It wasn't a lot. I was really trying to get that baby face, you know. Alright, moving on. I have 2 more things. Calm down. Tarte Creaseless Concealer. Hands down. I loved it so much. The coverage was so much better. I actually bought the whole one. I do have a lot of Tarte Shape Tapes. Excuse me a second. Okay. So I have original Shape Tape. I have Shape Tape Foundation. I have their new glow stick and glow wand. I was like, glow stick? That sounds funny. And then, so like I first got a sample of this stuff, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the Creaseless Concealer is way better than the Shape Tape. I don't know how Shape Tape wins over this. It kills me, but it does not crease. It does not bunch up. It actually is a thicker material, so I feel like it covers more than the Shape Tape does. So I highly recommend. Like I said, I am obsessed that I went out and bought the bigger bottle. Big difference. And then one more Tarte item. It's called Opening Act. Now, this is a eyelash primer. If you know what an eyelash primer is, good for you. Bravo. Eyelash primer literally primes your eyelashes before you put on mascara. The only problem I have with most eyelash primers is it's normally white. They're normally white. And they don't dry all the way, or you don't wait for it to dry, and then you go all day walking around with white under lashes. Like, underneath is black because you put your mascara on top of it, and then the top of your eyelashes are white. Not the case for this guy. Dries clear. Huge improvement. I actually was using this on my eyebrows too before the soapbox trend happened, because basically it's the same thing. What you do is the soap, you take the soap and then you take a spoolie and then you just push your eyebrows all the way up and then you look like a model. But I was using that for my eyebrows too, but it did catch the little finer hairs above there, and it kind of didn't dry the way I wanted it to, so I kind of did look a little silly. But on my lashes, this was a great primer. I absolutely loved it. I have not gotten around to purchase another one. I'm not sure if I will. I don't feel like it's too necessary. It was nice that I got to try it for free and found out that it dries really clear and not clumpy and not white. It did separate, it did elongate, it did its thing. So you made it to the end of the video. Pat yourself on the back. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, cool. Thanks. And you have a great day. Tune in next time. I'm planning on having this video up hopefully later today. Today is February 3rd, I don't know. But I have super exciting plans for February 7th, which is Friday, that I will be filming the entire day. So stay tuned. Bruh.